Hello everybody, Iain Robson here for another episode of Lanwerhkanal. Alright, we got a couple things going on today. If you recall from the previous episode, we were just finishing up harvesting the corn. And I got the combine currently sitting over here in the field from where he left off. So he's finished harvesting the field for the time being. Although we do have this field now that needs to be fertilized, so we're going to have to do that momentarily. Also, from the previous episode, we got the slurry tankers. As you can see, there's the Abbey nurse tanker right there, and there's the Abbey slurry spreader right there. So we're going to go ahead and fertilize that field while I'm thinking about it before I forget about it. Alright, so let's just drop off this header right here. A couple people mentioned that this header is probably a little bit too big for this combine, and they're definitely right. I'm just going to leave it for the time being because I couldn't find anything else that worked in the same way, let's say that. Alright, so let's go ahead and just get this guy rolling before I get distracted from something else. Interesting little piece of information. I was talking to somebody from Denmark the other day, and they were saying spreading slurry with something like this style of spreader, is actually illegal in Denmark. I thought that was kind of interesting, actually. I believe it's just I'm not 100% sure the reason why that is. I'm sure it's something to do with the fact that it's just not, I don't know what the word would be. Because you're spreading too much stuff out in the atmosphere, I guess. And I suppose that's the reason why. But I thought that was kind of interesting because I had never heard that before, so it's interesting to hear about these things. And it's funny, actually, I think what happened was, let's do 14.5. Let's do 2. I think what happened last time I made the course, I think I set it to 36, which is this field, not the other field over there, and that's why it didn't work properly. Just in case you caught that or not, thought I'd just share that with you. What is this? 36. Field is this then? This is 36. Must have been 37. Alright, add those two courses together, start at the first waypoint. There we go. Yeah, so that was kind of an interesting piece of a little tidbit of information by the fact that it actually is illegal in Denmark. And like I said, I think it's to do with, you know, smells and whatnot, partially, but also because of health reasons, I suppose. Because when you spread this stuff, you're actually spreading a lot of bacteria into the air as well. To a certain extent, I suppose. I don't know how much. I'm not an expert by any means, so consult with your local agronomist, I guess, or whoever you would talk to about that sort of stuff. But yeah, that's I thought that was kind of interesting, actually. Had a little conversation with somebody from Denmark there, and he was saying that it is in fact illegal to do that in Denmark. Spray slurry like this. From what I understand, and from what from the conversation we had at least, one of the things you can still spread slurry, just not with that type of delivery system. The type of delivery system you can use is, oh, here we go. You can use this type right here, where you have the hoses drop down. That's okay. And the other type you could use is this again, so it drops down. So you just can't spread it like into the air. It has to like go like directly towards the ground. So there's as little airborne stuff as possible. So here, I'm just gonna get out and away from this thing because that's so loud. So you could use something like the Vibro liquid manure grubber. Something like that would work well, and this could work well. But spreading slurry with just like a spray out the back, apparently you can't do that. So I thought that was kind of interesting, actually. You learn something new every day. Now, where is our Massey? It's not actually in a group, is it? Let's put him in group 3, sure. Now, we have some... We don't have any seeds, and we need to get some seeds, so we're going to go take a little bit of a drive over to get some seeds. But first I want to try something. I don't know if you can do this with this seeder or not, but I'm going to try it, just because I'm curious. You might be able to. What am I stuck on? Oh, that's why. Alright, well I'm gonna have to pull it when it's lowered, I guess. I wasn't sure if you're gonna be able to do it or not, but it looks like you can't. Some seeders you can actually fill from I don't know what you'd call it. You could fill it from your... There we go. You could fill it from your silos, and I thought maybe this would be one that you could do that with, but as you just saw, it's not, unfortunately. I believe it's a specific thing in the XML you have to change. I think it's like get seed from air or something like that. I don't know. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and get ourselves a little bit of seed here. What's on great demand? Barley. Do we have barley? I don't think we do. No. We have corn and we have wheat, but no barley. Okay. So, where we need to go to get seed on this map is you can actually bring it back to your farm and do it that way, but for the time being I'm just going to drive this tractor there because that's just a little bit easier. And the reason why I say it's easier is because I don't think I actually have a trailer that can transport seed. Unless they all can transport seed, it's just the way it is. Actually, you know what I could try? Thinking about it. So I'll try some. Before I buy some seed, I'll just give something a go. Because I'm not sure. And it's worth checking out. I was actually looking for the BGA to see if there actually was a BGA on this map somewhere. But I don't... I'm sure there is. I just haven't... I think I've seen it, I'm sure, and just disregarded it because I don't normally do BGA stuff, but... I'm just curious as to where it actually is. So there's the other farm right up there in the hills. In case for those people who are wondering. It's a nice farm. Oh, there's biogas down there. Okay, that's good to know. So this is where you get your seed from, and it's also where you get your lime from as well. So... I believe that's your lime right there. And this is your seed up here. Now I don't know. I'm not sure how this is supposed to work. Okay, it doesn't work like that, eh? Okay. And let's try the other one then. Just because we're here. What the heck? Oh. Let's try the other one too, just to see. Now the funny thing about this little area here, there's actually like more than one area where you can get your seed from. So you can get it from this side, and you can get it from over here. So there's fertilizer and seeds right there. So I should be able to buy seeds from that. Okay, there we go. We can get it from here. Next seed type. What's the current seed type? Oh, there it is. Wheat. N. We want barley. Are there really those types of... I don't think there are. I'm like, I can select all different types of seeds, but I'm pretty sure they don't have all that. Yeah, because it said rye, oat. Well, maybe there is. Maybe there is clover. I didn't see anything you could sell it. Potatoes, seeds, grass forage, fertilizer, canola, straw, silage, sugar beet, water. I didn't see anything where you could, Strange. Hey. Well, you can pick rye apparently on this, and you can pick oat, clee, lazure, wheat. Let's stick with something that. What's the price of barley's up right now, but it won't be up by the time it's harvested. Canola is relatively high. Corn, pig, potato, sugar beet, wheat. Let's do a little bit of canola. Alright, so let's buy some seeds. Now I have to be careful because I don't need a lot of seeds for this thing. Seeds from silo. Oh, okay. Buy seeds. So this is, I guess it's just the option you can choose. That's weird. There. Maybe we'll get 200 liters. That's more than enough. Honestly, you don't need a lot of seed, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of seed and just see how far it goes. Alright, so let's go ahead and bring this back to our farm, which is way, way over here. That's funny. This is something you see a lot of times off highways and whatnot, so when somebody usually has died in that scenario, that's why they put a cross there, or for some other reason. So the biogas is way down there. And where are we right now? Oh, there's the biogas right there. It's not too far. And are there any fields around there we could potentially buy? So 11, how much is 11? No, we can't buy 11 or 12. Okay. Alright, so let's bring this back and do a little bit of seeding, I think. I think I might try the forest mod out. I think I don't have it installed at the moment, so I'm gonna have to give it another go soon. Just because, well, I tried it briefly in a multiplayer game and it was okay, but I wasn't terribly impressed with it. Mainly because it's just a lot of silliness trying to load logs and maneuver with logs and whatnot. It really didn't seem to work very well. Let's just say that. I wonder if you're supposed to fill your drums back at home with fuel, and that's the reason why I wasn't able to refuel things. I wonder if that's the case. It might actually be. I'm not sure now I think about it. Wipers. We don't need the wipers on. This guy's got full fuel, basically, so he's good to go. I don't know why. The CD rate for this particular seeder is really, really low. Or at least it was on Spring Hill Valley. Like, when we used it, didn't have any problems at all. We basically could use... This much seed will probably last us for almost all the fields on Spring Hill. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous how much seed we actually got. So, we don't need any straw at the moment, I don't believe. So we're just going to stick with canola. And we can't actually... The silly thing about this is we can't actually unload the seed. If you unload it, you just lose it. I don't think you get any money back either, so it's a bit of a shame. Alright, so let's not do this field yet. Let's wait for that guy to finish up there. I think what we'll do is field 37 or 36, I think. Somewhere in that area. Alright, sweet. It's funny, I realized I asked people about what we should do in the upcoming episodes, and then now I'm recording it in advance again, so by the time you respond to that, it'll probably be... I probably will have already decided what to do. Just a guess, though. Alright, so... Let's do it this way. I'm just going to start in the middle, because that's way easier. Put it into work mode here. And there we go. Don't know why it has that much of an offset, but there we go. Perfect. Let's put it into first gear. Lower it down. Right. You have to turn it on first. I never understood why. If you lower it down, it doesn't do anything. But if you turn it on, then it starts cultivating. That part doesn't make sense. It would make more sense if it would start cultivating already, but it wouldn't seed. Like, that would make more sense. Oh well. See, now it's going to work. Check it out. I never understood the reason why I did that. Totally missed a big chunk there, apparently. Excellent. Sweet. I love this GPS mod. It makes my life so much easier for straight lines, because I'm pretty terrible at it otherwise. And a lot of people are like, hey, Ian, you should play more often, or you should do things manually. So this is probably about as manual as it gets with me, just because I'm pretty terrible at doing it myself, I think. Just because I end up using GPS mod or other things, but this is pretty darn close, I think. Excellent. Where's my phone? I'm going to see what comments we have from the previous episode here while we're seeding. Alright, let's not go in the water here, Ian. That is the one weird thing about this. That's what looks. That's a nice little texture for cultivated ground, actually. All right, I'm just butchering turning around this thing. That's for sure. There we go. And it's funny, it's still on, but now it is just doing its thing. All right, perfect. All right, let's see what we got from the previous episode. So I think the last episode we were, well, the one that released, I should say, was wrapping the hay up there. So I'll have to go check that out. I hope people like that. It's something I don't normally do very often. The wrapping of the hay, I mean, so I hope people enjoyed that aspect of it. Because it is something you do in real life, but it's just not something that I do very often personally, so. Alright. Where is it? Here we go. Let's wait just to turn around here, and then we'll go from there. Apparently I missed some spots. I missed some spots when I was fertilizing, apparently. That thing really can replicate the efficiency of a human. That's for sure. Alright, let's see what we got. A lot of people were talking about how I mentioned on the wrapper last episode. They were talking about the fact that the wrappers work on hydraulics, not a PTO, which makes sense. I don't know why I thought it worked on a PTO, but I must have said something, or I must have twigged in my memory. I don't know what the deal was there, but it happened for some reason. I said it, so. James says I should get the case IH wing disc. I actually have it, not for this series, but I have for the other series. I have it for the Idaho map. There we go. Almost going in the water there. I imagine someone would probably do a headland in this scenario. That probably makes a lot more sense than driving as far into almost into the river there. But the problem with doing that, just because this particular cedar has some funny things going on with it usually. There we go. Nice. Yeah, so James was saying I should get the Case IH wing disc pack, which I actually have already. And I'm using, like I said, on the Idaho pack. Clayton says I should try the GMC Top Kick semi-truck in one of my Let's Plays. It's definitely possible. A lot of people are enjoying the map of this particular style, which is good. I don't know, it's a nice European map. Although it's interesting, what happens now is every map I look at, I basically am like, well, does it have a soil mod now? And that's basically kind of become the de facto answer for a lot of things. It's like, does it have a soil mod? What if I could drive through this sign? Oh, totally can. I have this. Does it have a soil mod? Stuff like that. So, just because a soil mod adds so much to the game, really, it's just it's really surprising how much it actually adds to the game these days. Like if you compare it to other things, of course, right? So, well, excellent. This is a lot more efficient on this map than it was on Spring Hill Valley. Just because, if you recall, in Spring Hill Valley with the turning circles and whatnot, it was just horrendous to try and use this thing. Now, the interesting thing is, I wonder how this would be considered if I were using the soil mod in this map. Like, because that's been... Like, what would happen is... No, it doesn't show, obviously, but... What would happen is it would show that it would be organic fertilizer, and it would probably show level 2 or something like that. Or level 1, I guess it would be. Oh, it's totally going in the water here. It's not what I wanted to do at all. Really? You can't go backwards? That's ridiculous. Oh, come on. Apparently I cannot go backwards enough. And if, I'm pretty sure if I go 4, it's just going to be stuck in the water there. Well, if this was stuck in the water, it definitely would be... Well, apparently it's a aquatic tractor. Jeez. Anyways, I don't know why this particular seeder is super heavy, and like the only seeder or tractor that could actually pull it that I had was this one right here. It was really strange. I don't know the reason for it though, so well. Alright, let's stop this for a second here. This guy's done. Excellent. Sweet. So it takes about 50,000 liters of slurry to fertilize a field. That's what it is, roughly, at least. Although those particular sizes, at least. That's the size, or the... Well, that size of field takes that long to fertilize, or that much fertilizer. It's funny, I'm gotten used to the Massey Ferguson. Now this one's really weird to drive. Now the question is, can I get it in beside the... looks like you can. Nope. Well, that was a bad attempt. I suppose in real life you probably wouldn't put it this close anyways. Like, if you think about... And if you're in real life, you'd probably be a lot better at driving than I am. But let's just see if we can't do it here. There we go. This is the one. There we go. Perfect. Let's go get some fuel in this tractor. So much quieter in here. So we have one pig ready, and hopefully between this time, or this, not this episode, but when we accelerate time next, we'll have another pig ready. Hopefully 1 or 2 would be nice. And then, I don't know how much they go for here, but it looks like they go for a decent amount of money, so probably we'll have to sell a couple. We'll see. It's funny, these narrow roads get me every single time. Jeez. Alright. Really? That's not close enough? See? It shut off again. It must be something to do with the recent update. So whenever you refill a tractor, it shuts it off, which makes sense, really, when you think about it. But all right, we're gonna try this. The question is, where do you even put seeds here? Because that's for lime. Let's just try this. What do we have in here? Not barley. Alright, let's fill this with a little bit of wheat. But where do you even put the seeds? That's what I'm kind of curious about, because you can apparently put seeds somewhere on this. Yeah, on your farm somehow, so I'm just curious as to where that actual location is. Now I know it's actually around the other side here, but I don't know if it is for this, if you maybe have to open this up or something. Oh, you do. Well, look at that. I guess that's for the seeds. Now, I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm kind of curious. That's the fertilizer side, isn't it? Oh, that's the seed side. We're good. Let's just see. I don't think this will work, but... It already says it's not accepted there, so... So it doesn't accept wheat, so it has to be seeds specifically. And I don't know... I could adjust these, I suppose. Yeah, it's not accepted. So I have to look for a trailer now that accepts seeds, or at least mod one that accepts seeds. I don't know. That's kind of strange, actually. I thought that might have worked, but I guess it doesn't. Strange. I do like this, though. Check that out. Arm comes out, you fill your seeder with seeds and close it back up. Huh, and there's fertilizer over there. That's pretty sweet, actually. There you go, learn something new every day. Although one thing I just noticed, when I started playing this game today, or just now, we had 100,000 liters of wheat. And the funny thing about of liquid manure, but the funny thing about that is we only have one pig. So apparently pigs produce a lot of slurry, apparently. So, oh man. Alright, I think what I'll do is I'll seed some more off camera, and we'll come back next episode. Hopefully by then you will have had a chance to say what direction we should go to next. So I'd really like to know what your opinions are. Let me know. And that's it for today, folks. My name's Iain Robson. It's been Farming Simulator 2013, coming at you from Lanwerhkanal. Talk to you guys later.